What's happening, everybody? Nick Martinez, the Keto Dad here, and this afternoon we're going to go through 3 must-have items for keto baking this holiday, for low-carb baking this holiday. 5 items that are really nice to have. If you have them, you're going to love having them. So kind of the bonus items. But there's 3 that you just like, they're fundamental, and if you have these, you're like, oh, I can do this. Oh, I've got this. This is pretty simple. The other 5 are things that we have in a lot of our recipes and we use quite a bit. And by you having them, you're going to be like, oh, I'm so grateful that I have this. It's so much easier. But they're not things that you have to have or you use all the time. So if you love baking, especially during the holiday year, type I love it. And what's your favorite baked item to make? Do you like to make cookies? If you do, what's your favorite cookie? If you like to make muffins, if you like to make coffee cake, what is it that you love? We have so many amazing recipes on our blog, simplefunketo.com. Simplefunketo.com. Go check it out. You'll love the recipes there. But let's get to it. The 3 must-haves. 3 must-haves. These 3 things, like, I use them, maybe not daily, but pretty darn close. So number 1 is a low-carb sweetener. Keto-friendly sweetener. I have whole earth monk fruit. This is a monk fruit and erythritol blend. It tastes like sugar, it measures like sugar, and it's my favorite. I use this probably the most. So, type where you're from in the comments. Give me some hearts if you love these. What's up, Sydney? You love to make banana nut bread. I love it. I love it. All right, so this is number 1, must-have in your pantry, keto-friendly sweetener. What type of sweetener do you have? Type it in the comments. Do you have Whole Earth? Do you have Locanto? Do you have another brand? Do you have Swerve? They have some new good blends. Share with me in the comments. Number 2 is almond flour. Why? Because so many baked items, so many low-carb items can really, like, in fact, a lot of mainstream items can be made low-carb just by swapping out the sweetener and swapping out the flour. Add a keto-friendly sweetener, add keto-friendly flour. You got yourself a winner, right? So what do you have at home, almond flour-wise? Do you have the Kirkland brand? Do you have the Blue Diamond brand? Do you have another brand? Share in the comments. Do you bake with almond flour? Sydney, oh yeah, we bake all sorts of things. Simplefunketo.com is our blog. Check it out. And we have so many great cookie recipes. I was just looking at them, and I couldn't decide which one I was going to make, so I decided to just go through all of the items. All right, number 3 of the must-have list for your pantry. If you're loving this stuff, hit the heart button. Hit share if you haven't hit share yet. Let's get the word out. Number 3 are chocolate chips. Chocolate chips. Now, these are Bake Believe. The brand is called Bake Believe. Dark chocolate, no sugar added baking chips. And what I love about these is it's 1 net carb, 5 grams of fiber, 3 erythritol, so sugar alcohols, and then you got 9 carbs total minus the 8, so you got 1 net carb per serving. And they taste good. So this is Bake Believe. There's also Lily's, there's also Chalk Zero, all easy to get. Type in the comments. Right? Type in the comments what type of chocolate chips you currently have. Do you have Bake Believe? Do you have Lily's? Chalk Zero? All 3? What's up, Renee? Hey, Scott. Hi, Sandy. Almond flour, Blue Diamond, and monk-free sweetener. There you go. All right. So if you just hopped on, these are our 3 like must-haves for baking. If you have these 3 things, you can do a lot. These are all like unique items. I was going to pull out like baking powder, vanilla, those kind of things. Of course, you likely have those regardless of if you're low carb or not. So we're not going to go through those right now. All right, these other items are bonus items. If you have them, you're going to be able to make 90% of what we have on our blog. And Keto Boss Babe has a plethora of amazing holiday and just dessert type recipes that you can bake, that you can cook with, and they're really fun. Again, these are not required, but if you have them, I'm going to go on order of like significance. No, it's hard to say. The one that we use probably the most often that is really nice to have is sliced almonds. We have a handful of recipes that are from sliced almonds. In fact, I want one right now. I made them last week. Maybe you saw the live. We made peanut butter almond bites. They're so good. And I'm doing the iFast right now. I'm trying not to have a lot of snacks. So I'm just going to have one and call it good. Here we go. Look at that. Almond bite. Delicious. Oh, you have a baked believe Renee? You got that bag too, Scott? All right. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Julius, Brenda has a monk fruit sweetener, huh? All right. Do you have these? Do you have them? Type I have them. Type I have them. Of course, if you have the raw almonds, you can slice them yourself. I think I have some raw almonds in here too. Oh my gosh, I do. I better get to using the almonds. They're going to go bad. You know, Julie, I'm sure that you can just type in Bake Believe on the internet, and I'm sure they'll come up. I have never purchased them there. I end up with these generally because they sell them at our Costco. All right, moving on. We have 4 other bonus items. Now these are, I wouldn't say there's one that I use more than the other. They're all kind of just randomly in different recipes that we have. And I want to know which of these you have. I want to know which of these you have. What's up, Paula? Hey, Julie. Love sliced almonds and have them. All right. These are the extra. These are the bonus items. So one, first bonus item was sliced almonds. That really should be with the must-haves, but I like 3 and 5 better than 4 and 4. Oh, that would have been good too. All right. Coconut flour. Do you have coconut flour? If you have it, type coconut flour in the comments. We don't use this nearly as prevalently, but it definitely is in a few of our recipes. And if you have it on hand, it's easier not to have to say, I can't make that because I don't have it, or I have to go make an additional trip to the store. This lasts pretty long, although clearly we don't use it all that often because this has been open in our pantry for a while and it expired October 3rd of 2023. We should probably buy some new coconut flour. Just realized that. I'll let Keto Boss Babe know. All right, next one is flaxseed meal. Again, not something we use all the time. However, it is something that if you have it, you tend to use it more, which is good. If you have flaxseed meal, type I have it. Type I have it. Oh yeah, I bet Canadian Costco's lacking in some stuff. I know, it's tough. All right, if you have flaxseed meal, type I have it. This is really good in a lot of our different bars and different balls that we make. It's good in our oatmeal. It's in our granola, all of which are really, really good. And if you have it on hand, it's really easy to use. All right, next one is another one that we don't use all that often. And here's the irony. Buy the smallest bag of this as humanly possible because when you do use it, you use like 1/8 of a teaspoon. 1/8 of a teaspoon, which is crazy. So this is one that just lasts forever, and you'll outlast the bag, you'll outlast the expiration date for sure. But it is nice to have because it's a thickener in a lot of different things. So if you have xanthan gum, say xanthan gum, or type I have xanthan gum. And then the final item of the 5, that's a nice to have, not a must have, but a nice to have, is right here. And this unsweetened coconut is in different recipes. In fact, Keto Boss Babe just made the coconut balls. And I'm not going to be snacking today, but these balls are really good. She made them live last week. You have to go check out the live if you haven't. This is what they look like. They are delicious. They use the chocolate chips we were just talking about. They use the coconut flour. They use the almond flour. And they also use the coconut that we just talked about. And they're delicious. All right. So those are the must-haves and the nice-to-have items for your pantry for the holiday season baking. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, hit the heart button a few times. Hit share if you haven't hit share. And let's have some fun together. So with that, remember, keep it simple, keep it fun, keep it keto. Have an awesome